Good morning. This is Mr. D. Chopping it up with Mr. D once again, another episode coming at you live because I would just want to, yeah, got this topic that I really want to talk to you guys about. I've been just observing, I listen to a lot of the podcasts and different interviews about men and women and those kinds of things. And I was just thinking, I'm like, what seems to be one of the biggest problems that I hear about it complaining about? Everybody want a bag. And I'm talking from a man's perspective. I'm talking about how to help young men rise up to the occasion, reach their potential and things like that. And this episode here today is just simply about teaching young men about money. All right. Young men don't know anything about money. They think you're just supposed to get money, just supposed to spend it, and just supposed to have a good time with it. Just blow it on women, blow it on whatever you want to. I see it in school all the time. They just want to buy, 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 buy. We understand that when you come from nothing, a lot of times that's what you think money is for, is to buy, all the most expensive things so it can make yourself feel good. However, there are some principles to money. Money is a tool. Money is nothing to be dealt with for emotion. It only makes you happy. It makes you happy for a second, right? But if you lose it, then you sad because you don't have any skills on how to make more of it. What you need to do is teach your young men how to make money. You teach them how to just have an entrepreneurial spirit. And once they get the money, what do they do with it? Do they just go run to the mall, run to the shops, just go buy all the video games, all the games that they want? No. You have to teach them, you take some money, take half of it, put it to the side, you save it. You take some, you give it away, you give to the church, synagogue, wherever you go, or to the temple. However, they need to be saving, they need to be giving, they need to be investing. And then whatever's left over, they can use for their own enjoyment and pleasure, whatever they want to do, because they worked hard. Everybody should be able to enjoy the money that they make. Because a lot of times, we'll say just save, 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 save. But there's this intrinsic thing inside of us. We work hard, we want to spend some money, especially when you're young. So we have to teach young men these types of qualities and things like that. Put your money aside. You save first. You invest. You give, and then whatever's left over, you spend on yourself. If you don't have anything left over to spend because you have some type of obligation, you have some type of little debt that you want to pay, or you made a deal with your mother or father, you need to honor that. You need to pay that and those kinds of things. So we need to teach our young men about how to handle money, that money is a tool. I wish I had learned those things years and years ago when I was a kid. Somebody really gave me the financial education. We get education in books and writing and thinking and all that kind of stuff. But very few times in school do you ever see financial classes. We need to teach finances in school. We need to teach finances at home. Unfortunately, schools don't do a lot of teaching finances as a particular course on the basis of finances. The basics about saving, investing, giving, and then paying the rest of it, on your bills or whatever you have to do. However, we need to teach our young men that if they're going to lead families, they need to know how to handle some money. They need to have some money because young ladies today, they looking for somebody with a bag. You know what I'm saying? They want expensive restaurants. They want expensive things, birthdays, anniversaries, all this kind of stuff. So young men, if you want to attract young women, you're going to have to know how to make some money. You're going to know how to save some money, how to invest money, because you want money to make money for itself. While you're not there, you don't have to bend your back over and trying to make money, because that's called a trading time for dollars. You don't want to trade time for dollars. You may have to trade time for dollars to make the money in the beginning. Nobody start out on top. You got to do some ugly things. You got to do some dirty work, whatever the case may be. But however, you need to be making money. And then you need to be using that money wisely. You need to be setting half of it aside. You need to be investing. You need to be giving away. And then you use the rest on yourself. You notice yourself come last. All right? So when you go out there and make your money and you get your check, you get your cash, set half of it aside. Now, you need to break it down what I'm going to do with the rest of it. Why? And we're talking from a young man's perspective, young. You want to teach young boys when they first started, teaching them to go out to cut somebody's grass, make a little money. Don't go spend it all. Make them put it up way. All right. Open young men a bank account, something so they can learn how to do the transactions and things like that. Don't wait till they turn 18 or 19, 20 years old. Now you want to start. Now they have no financial sense. They get ready to move outside of the house and they don't have any financial sense. We need to teach them that when they're little. Because when you want to teach somebody something, you started young, practicing it. You don't wait till they're 15 years old to teach them how to tie their shoes, right? Brush their teeth, shower. You do all that when they're little. So you should do the same thing with finances. And another thing, investing. This is something that most communities do not teach. That's why the 1%ers always making all the money. They take their money, they invest it. They learn, as they get older, they learn the tax codes and things like that. They learn how to circumvent the system because money is a tool. It's not an emotional thing. It's not to buy a whole bunch of material things, because at the end of the day, you can burn up those material things. All right. You teach them how to invest in things that they value. You know, they value some. Teach them how to invest in some type of small stocks, those kinds of things. He invest in a little business, a project or something. All right. Because they either save, now they're investing. And always have your children in church or whatever. I'm gonna say church because I'm a believer in Christ Jesus, and I know the power of giving. If you give, it comes back to you. That's not why we give. We give because we love the Lord. However, no matter what you are, you should be a giver of charity. You don't have to be a believer to be a giver, but you care about people and you give it to organizations. You give a certain percentage, and then it'll come back to you. So these are the things that we really want our young men to have, you know, incorporated in their lives while they're young. So when they become older, they'll be ready, that they'll have a sense of how the world actually works. It's just not about getting a bag. That's why they run it to be drug dealers and those kinds of things, you know, things of illegal activity. They just want a whole lump sum of cash right now, but they don't know what to do with it. They don't invest back in nothing. You know, they can't make it all because it's illegal money. See, you can do the same, have the same mentality if you do it with legal money. Remember, I told you, save, invest, give to the charity that you love, you like, or whatever the case, but that you want to help out. All right, but you give. You start incorporating these things while they're young. See, if you incorporate them while they're young, they're built into their fabric as they become young men and get ready to lead families and have a life, whether they have a family or not. They have wealth. They'll be building wealth, generational wealth, those kinds of things. They won't be poverty stricken and broke, and though, you know, because we want to see our young men driving and, you know, in the driver's seat again. You know, not that women can't be in the driver's seat, but it's just so pathetic to see young men always struggling and straggling because they scared to make money. They don't know what to do with money. Remember, money is a tool. It's to be used, not to buy stuff, because buying stuff can't make you happy. It cannot give you eternal joy. You know, so therefore you need to use the money. Teach our young men how to invest. You know, how to do stocks, how to Bitcoin, whatever the case may be. We need to be giving them opportunity to learn about all different types of finance vehicles and stuff. What would they do if they bought a duplex and those kinds of things and make money coming in? So that way that money is making money while they're doing something else, making some other types of money. But they have no clue about that because they've never been taught that, never seen that. So it's nobody's fault. It's just what we need to start doing with our young men. We need to have them educated in the world of finances so they can save, they can invest, and they can give. So they can be the best people that they possibly can be. They don't ever have to be leaning on some woman asking, can you do this for me? Mama, can you give me money? Can you do this? They have their stuff. They have their credit in order. They have all of that kind of stuff. We're going to be talking about credit on another one. We're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff, entrepreneurship. This is just another clip. This is another time we're chopping it up with Mr. D. I hope you like and subscribe to my channel. Please go out there. If you see this on TikTok, you see this on Facebook, whatever the case, wherever you see it, please go over to my YouTube channel, Man Talk with Mr. D. Subscribe, like, share, and please drop some comments in there for Mr. D. All right. All right. Until next time, chopping it up with Mr. D. I'm out. Bye.